What's up, guys? As promised, we got another Model Y Juniper Performance in the house, but today this one's getting lowered. And what are we going to put on it? We're going to put on the infamous MPP Performance Coilover Conversion Kit that you've seen us do many times on the Model 3 Performance Highland, but this time we're getting on the Juniper Performance. This will be interesting because it's our first time doing the installation, so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve in terms of setting the right heights. But if you guys are interested in purchasing this product from us, hopefully we'll have that data available to you guys. We're going to DIY it or even take it to a shop, and we can give you guys some information so that you can get really close to your target ride heights right out of the gate. All right, so let's show you guys the product. Oh, wait, no, before. I've already taken measurements, so check this out. You know how we do it. I've got to show you 4 fingers. All right, 4 fingers. We're going to try to get this down to let's try to get it down to 2 fingers, all right? But let's see where we're at. We don't know how much adjustment range we've got. In the rear, again, about 4 fingers, a little bit less. This one came out to about 420 to 423 millimeters front and rear. These are the same wheel sizes, offsets, and tire sizes as the old Model Y Performance, from what I understand. We will pop the wheels off. I'm going to measure the pocket depths and figure out what spacer options are available for this. So we'll have that information in-house. If you guys want to contact us, you want to purchase anything from us or get consultation, we can help you with that. But yeah, so let's check out the product. Here we go. This is the MPP Performance Coilover Conversion Kit that's made specifically for the Juniper Performance. So you've got your threaded sleeve for the factory damper. All right, so this is the conversion kit. All right. You've got this beautiful lower spring perch. It's basically a thrust washer, but it's shaped to accept the OEM kind of pigtail. So check this out. So that way, when you turn, this thing moves with it. It's pretty awesome. You will have to use a factory rubber piece on top of this. But yeah, really well designed, really well thought out, so you won't have any spring binding noises with this. Then in the rear, you've got your threaded perch in the back. It sits this way. You will remove the factory rubber piece here, and you got your rear spring. And then, of course, even if this thing was a factory suspension vehicle, you always need your MPP adjustable rear camber arms. So we're going to put these on there, and that should be it. This is your most entry-level way to lower this vehicle. You could get lowering springs, but this is exactly how we would like to do it because you can set your ride height to your liking, or so we think. And if it ever settles, you can readjust that height. You can raise it back to where you want it to be, or you could maybe go lower. But yeah, it gives you that luxury of setting your ride height. So without further ado, let's get these things on the car and see what it looks like when it's all done. Let's go. All right, guys, front wheels are off. So one of the very first things you're going to want to do before you start installing or removing anything is measure the OD of the lower part of the shock, the active damper. You want to get a set of calipers, and you want to make sure that the OD is around 54.2 millimeters. If it's any less than 54 millimeters, you'll need to contact MPP Performance to get a new threaded sleeve, some kind has a slightly smaller diameter. We've actually never experienced that, smaller diameter. I think they've only had 1 case or maybe 2 like that, but in all the Highlands that we've done, and I just verified this one is at 54.2 for Juniper Performance. It's not an issue, so we're gonna go ahead and proceed. Now, one of the other things I wanna mention to you guys is, you know, popping out these plugs, the harness for the active damper, it's just like the Highland. It's really easy. You got a little clip here. You just push this red clip out, and then this thing will just extract completely. So I can show you right now. Pop that out and then slide it. Real simple. Same thing in the rear. It's really easy. And then you'll want to just make sure that you pull it off the damper. So in the rear, you'll see here that same plug. It attaches to the back of the solenoid back here, but you have this rubber piece that is connected to the damper. You want to make sure you remove this before you unbolt the damper and pull this thing out. All right, the other thing we noticed is that the Highland kit actually had different bump stops in the rear. We did not see that with the Juniper kit, so I assume this bump stop is slightly different, just like on the other Ys that we've done. So you don't need to replace the bump stop on this, which means you don't need to take this damper apart. So you just pull this thing out so you can get access to that spring and get the coilover conversion kit in there, all right? Let's go. right, guys, you ready to see it in the flesh? Here you go. This is the after, and this is the before. So you can see, I'm going to lay this one down. You can see over here, this is a threaded sleeve. It's beautiful. MPP has designed a nice clamp over here. It's got a cool little Allen pinch bolt right there. So on both sides, so this thing will clamp the thread sleeve onto the body so it won't move. And then, like I said, you have this OEM lower rubber isolator that fits on top of this adapter, essentially this thrust washer here, so that this is basically just like OEM. You can see how they've retained the factory upper mount, the factory rubber upper isolator. So this should make zero noise, just like the OEM component. Now, there is a TSB on these Junipers for some type of clunking thing. It's been a whole ordeal for since these vehicles came out. So we don't know exactly what causes that noise, but it will not be from the MPP product because it uses all the factory components. But I do hear that there are guys on TMC trying to figure out what's going on. Fortunately for us, we haven't had any issues, and anybody who bought a new Juniper that brought it to us, we told them to get the TSB handled beforehand because we don't want the vehicle coming to us with any noises. But yeah, let's get this on the vehicle and show you guys the results. Hopefully the ride height will be close to what we want. If not, then back to the knife. We're gonna have to readjust it. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so on the Juniper or the Model Y in general, whenever you do MPP stuff, for right now, you remove this upper spring isolator and you only reuse the bottom one, okay? So you put the bottom one on here. This will go on the lower spring arm. This will go right up against the chassis, but just want to let you guys know about that. The Model 3 Performance, the Highland, you will use the factory rubber isolator on top of their thread spring perch because it is a different design, all right? But you can see how this one is conical. So it fits right there where the Model Y chassis is, all right? All right, guys, come on, get in here. Check it out, it's all done. Look at that beautiful coilover conversion kit. Factory damper, but it looks like a true coilover, and very expensive coilover, but it's not. This product's about $1,030 as of today, plus shipping, plus tax if applicable. Let's go to the rear. Check it out, of course, you've got the MPP rear camber arm, so we're gonna get this thing on the ground and align it. So it's nice to always have that so that you can get your tires square evenly. And then back here, you see the threaded spring perch up top. This is where you can adjust the height and the spring, of course, and this is the factory damper. All right, let's get it on the ground. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're all done. MPP Coilover Conversion Kit and rear camber arms are on this Model Y. I think this is the perfect drop for the Juniper Performance. We did about a 1-inch drop in the rear and about a 1 1/4 inch drop in the front. But check this out now. So you got basically 3 fingers over here. We're not on exactly level surface over here, but it's a little cramped in the shop to show you guys what it looks like. And then over here, we got a little more than 2 fingers in the front. But yeah, check it out. It's so much better than seeing like a huge 4-finger gap front and back. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the ride quality on that thing. It rides just like stock. I personally prefer sport mode. You guys might prefer standard. Get yourself a set of MPP Coilover Conversion Kit and let us know what you like. Take a look, guys. It's all done. If you guys are interested in the MPP Coilover Conversion Kit for your Juniper Performance, please check out our website at zevcentric.com. If you guys are interested in donating to us or joining our membership program at Patreon, it's patreon.com/zevcentric. We'll appreciate any donations you can provide, and we hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the next one.